What you are about to see is a very secret, very personal behind-the-scenes look at a former YouTuber's life. What you see on camera is often not what you see in reality. This is my reality. I quickly realized that I was in dire need of help. And over the years, I realized you guys have been there with me every step of the way, praying for me and helping me. In a weird time loop paradox, even though you haven't seen me yet, you've already been helping me. So I thank you for that. Please share these videos with your friends, click like, leave a comment. I don't know if I will be here to read your comments. At the end of the day, I don't know how much time I have. And also, please respect my privacy, because it is a life or death matter at this point.
Okay, so I've had some time to mull over the video a little bit more. I read through it a couple more times. You said very nice video. So you directed at the video, which I think what you meant to say was you look nice in your video, but you don't want to be too direct on that. Because you didn't say nice video on the last one, you didn't make any comment of it being a video on the other video that I did for you. You just talked directly about it, which you could have done this time and you didn't. So you addressed the video, and yeah. The second thing is, it kind of seems like I misread when you said about buying the drink. Go grab a drink sometime or something. Just, you left it open-ended as friends. And I read it as you're gonna buy me a drink. So I'm guessing that you are, possible that you've just been like run around way too much with the last girl and you're just like, I don't know, man. Which I get. I mean, I'm not looking for like any serious dating either. Yeah, so I think that was kind of, the video was my awkward way of asking if you were currently with somebody. I'm on my way to meet Jared at the moment. So, you know, the more I think about it, the better it is. Again, sorry. Lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, I mean, if I'm still sorting stuff out with Jared, it's gonna be better to take it slow with you and just play it by ear. I suck at this whole like dating thing. Yeah. Whew, brain is just going, sorry. So let's see, what was I gonna say? Shoot. Yeah, so I mean, I can take it slow with you and work things through with Jared and get that figured out, and get through the mystery of who you are, and yeah. Alright, well, I guess I sorted that through in my head, so I think I'm gonna make you sit and wait a little bit on my answer, just because you're a dick and you waited so long too to answer me, and I'm tired of it. So yeah, you're gonna get a little taste of your own medicine there, buddy. Give me some time to draft what I want to say exactly. I don't know. You might not even contact me for the next month. I have no idea. I'm going to send you my response and see where it goes from there. Okay, here's some audio of me driving in the dark at night in the rain. Probably shouldn't be, oh my gosh, that was a trash can. It's hard to see counseling appointment, how did it go? I guess it probably went exactly like I expected it to. The counselor basically said that most of it was on Jared's end. That because of my past, it's hard for me to feel safe in a relationship enough to talk. And if I sense a little hostility, I back off and I withdraw. I mean, this guy could read me like a book. He just, boom, knew everything. Like, I gave him a little bit of information, and then he just went right for it. And Eric nodded and nodded and nodded. And I came off feeling, like, really good. Like, yeah, this guy gets it. Like, I think we might be able to, like, work through this. But then exactly the thing that I knew would happen, happened. You know what that is? Jared said, well, I feel like he was more leaning towards me being the cause of the problems instead of both of us. And I feel like he's putting all the blame on me. And then so my bubble went from, hey, this might actually work, to, oh, yep, this is kind of what I expected. This is what happens all the time when you take a guy to counseling. He just says, well, it's not how it seems. It's not all my fault. It's not all his fault. He didn't say it's all his fault, but he put the majority of the blame on him, saying, look, this is what needs to heal, needs to happen first before he can, you know, be comfortable to do this, this, and this. And he, you know, didn't want to hear that. I mean, he wasn't defensive very much during the session. He just listened, but at the end, when we were in the car on the way home, I just knew, and my spirit just crumbled, because again, it's the story of the rich man and Jesus, and he goes to Jesus and he says, Lord, what must I do to inherit eternal life? My whole life I've followed God and given to the poor and taken care of the needy and gone to church, and God said all these things are good. The one thing you need to do is take everything you have, sell it, give it all to the poor, and come follow me. And the rich man went away sad and greatly upset, because he had a lot of wealth and he couldn't give it up. He loved Jesus. He loved God. He wanted to do the right thing, but it was simply beyond his ability to do it. And that's where I feel Jared is. He wants desperately to love me the way that he should. He wants desperately to be my husband, to be the person I need him to be, but he lacks the full capacity to be able to do it. I don't think he can. And even on the way home, I knew what was going to happen. He starts spinning things around and starting to infer that it's my fault. It would be far easier just to find someone who's already kind, someone who's already patient, already self-sacrificing. I don't know how it's going to play out. Do I want my son to grow up in a split house? No, I don't. Do I feel like I can be excited to be with Jared? I don't know. I never really was. There never really was a point. I mean, maybe for a month. There was probably a point for a month where I was excited to be with him. And that was probably when I first moved in, the first month. And then that's right after when I started slicing my wrist, because that's when I realized it was all just a dream. It was not a reality at all. It wasn't really. The guy behind me is tailgating me because he wants me to go faster, but I can't really see very good. So I am going to, as tempted as I am to send you a reply back on your message, I'm just going to sit and pray on it a bit. Maybe God will give me a dream tonight. I don't know. I'm going to have to deal with this whole Phil situation, though. There's some stuff that I remembered about your cousin that I just thought I had let go of until you brought him up, and I'm like, oh, dang. Yeah, he's manipulative, and more so than Derek in that regard. And there's no way I'm going to be dealing with a person like that. Someone who's trying to manipulate me, trying to corner me into feeling, thinking, or doing something. And that's exactly what he does. And that's probably how I got involved with him in the first place. And I did not even see it coming. Totally right over my head. There were probably little signs that I missed. Being the naive person that I am. I'm not giving myself excuses, but just trying to pin it so that I can recognize it if it ever happens again in my life. With my daughter, I'm working on being more patient. It's a balance between patience, love, and firmness. And I gotta figure it out with my horse too. So, I guess Derek and I are going back to dating terms as far as like seeing each other and spending time together. I did invite him to Thanksgiving. I don't know if he's gonna come. It's just up to him, whatever he's comfortable with. I think he said he wants to just stay home and make some venison sticks or something. I'm getting close to the house. I better let you go. I think I just drove past your house, maybe. All the lights were off, so I didn't even recognize it.